government, which a Ministry of Gender facilitates. We have the aging bill in place. And as I said, it's been worked on. It means that the bill needs to be submitted to cabinet, and which cabinet memo will have to be put in place, which is also ready. So we are only waiting for the leadership of the ministry to stabilize. Currently, Ministry of Gender, we have caretaker minister, we have a minister designate. So immediately Parliament is through with them. These are some of the pressing issues that we work on, most especially with the bill. But like I said, with the other structures that need to propel the bill, they are in place. Thank you. So what I've said, delay really is not coming from the ministry. Like I said, to present a bill to Parliament or to Cabinet, you need a minister. And so that's what we've been working on for some time now. So like you know, a caretaker minister will not submit, but then he's working around it to be able to have us submit the bill. So that is the issue we have at hand now. The Council for Disability, we have the built environment document part on that is ready. So what it entails is that when the bill is passed, it gives the legal document to all actors and stakeholders concerned to be able to make sure that the outline plans and indicators in the bill are put into play or implemented. Even our presence here is a commitment, and that you can see. So ministry's presence here is a commitment. Ministry having to restructure its policy, planning and evaluation outfit to make sure that we have a unit for aging and we have a focal person for aging. And even currently working through the School of Social Work to make sure that there are regular orientations or issues of aging is a commitment on the side of the ministry.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for having me. The rationale for this media launch is to create awareness about the summit that we are envisaging having in December 2022, to highlight the needs, the challenges, and the contributions of our elderly in society. It's a very great concern to us, and we think that it needs to be passed now because it establishes the framework for which the rights of older persons will be upheld. Because once you say that the society is responsible for taking care of them, who and who would have to do what? Once you have that bill passed, it comes with a legislative instrument that designates or comes out with the responsibilities of different units or groups that are responsible for ensuring that the well-being and quality of life of older persons are adhered in society. The center has been involved in the sense that we are part of their meetings, working together with them. But I would say that it gets to a point that you also get tired when your efforts are not seeing the light of the day, because it is a document that you work on, goes to Parliament, they rise and then they go, and when they come back they have to reintroduce it. So as a human being, as a unit that you are part of meetings, deliberations, it gets to a point that you also get fed up as to whether it's something that is a priority on the agenda of the government, because as was said by the representative of the ministry, this bill has to be led or spearheaded by the Ministry of Gender and Social Protection. In my opinion, that is a ministry that has seen changes in the leadership for a very long time. So if one minister is passionate about it, you go to bed and you wake up and that minister is changed. The new one will have to start again. So I'm thinking that we are not very passionate about it, we are not prioritizing it, because when you look at the other ministries, I personally think that this is one ministry that has seen changes in the leadership over the years.
As an insurance company, like I said earlier on, and I still maintain, we are in this world to make profit. But can we make profit if people are not happy, if the people that can take advantage of your products are not happy? Let's be minded that the baby boomers, who are all more than 60 years, have the most disposable income. And this is the generation we are talking about. We need to make them happy, right? So that we can also take advantage of some of their disposable income with our insurance products, our motor insurance, our pensions, our life insurance. So that's why we are here. That's why we are convener. I mean, we decided that we want to get into this space. we approached the Center for Aging Studies that, hey, this is the space we want to get into, and how do we do it? And they have guided us. They have brought in their knowledge, they have brought in their experience, and we've launched it today by the grace of God, and I look forward to the summit in December. I've struggled and tried hard not to discuss pensions here, because by the time people are benefiting from their pensions, it's over. The decisions have been made. This is not what the conversation is about. The conversation is about what do we do for those who are in that age group now. And when we get there, we'll benefit from there. If we're talking about young people, then we can talk about pensions. Now is the time we're making those decisions on pensions. Then we'll talk about that. But let's talk about welfare of the aging. Let's talk about government policies towards the aging. Let's talk about health bills towards the aging. Let's talk about societal norms and societal issues towards the aging. That's what this conversation is about. This conversation is not about decisions that they've made and they are benefiting from now or they are not benefiting from now. This conversation is about what do we do? How do we also enjoy the knowledge these aging people have? This conversation is talking about how do we influence building technology to take cognizance of the fact that my mother, who is 82, cannot walk well and needs really, like Professor Isi Ansah said. I mean, how many of us have thought about redesigning the bathrooms for our aging parents, aunties and uncles? That's what the conversation is about. Right, let's focus the conversation. That's what the objective of this summit is about. This summit hasn't been had. We've not had this summit in Ghana. We need to start that conversation. We need to start the ball rolling. It needs to gather dust. That's why we thought that a media launch first is important. Then we can gather the dust and throw it out in December.